Hey guys, this is Anti-Communist TV.
Well, it's not on the air yet.
Yeah, it is.
No.
All right, guys. This is Anti-Communist TV, and
This is Luis Marrero, and we've invited Stock,
and Soul Drift as well. But they're probably busy. We're gonna be debunking the pure stupidities of SocialDemocrat01.
Yeah, they're crazy. But before we start, we have to.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be back. All right, you want to begin?
Yeah.
P.S. Nothing against Australians. Most of them are actually smart people, except for Social Democrat.
Yeah, it's disgrace. Yeah, he should be deported to Venezuela.
All right.
I'm gonna put in my.
All right, hold on. Let me skip to the part where he starts talking about Norway.
No, wait, you can start watching it like.
Yeah, like left-wingers never lie.
I do value the music that someone who calls himself anti-communist TV disowns the most ardent anti-communist in history. These lying narratives will never have anything to defend this sick ideology. Let's begin.
And of course, every state in the world regulates and controls the aspects of the economy. But what you fail to mention is that the state controls and interventionism into the economy is not equal in every nation.
In your last video, you tried to argue that any regulation of private enterprise is socialism. Now you are running away from that silly claim. At least you're learning something.
Okay, what you want to say?
Well, I never said that. When every state regulates the economy, it means that that's how they know what the unemployment rate is. It's how they know. But when they're getting involved in private businesses, that is socialism.
Yeah.
All right. So go to the part where he starts talking about Somalia and
Oh yeah, it's actually next.
You mean like Somalia? That country has
Pause that.
living standards in the world.
Social Democrat, by the way, it's pretty pathetic how you compared a country that's in a civil war to a country that's not in a conflict. That only shows how stupid you are. And plus, Somalia is not a free market, and nor is it anarcho-capitalist. It has no private property rights, no trade, no anything like that. So it's not even capitalist.
It's not even anarchy. Recently, since 2006, they have a government, but it's pretty much a extremely Islamic government.
Yep.
So it's not really
Plus, they
And
descended into an anarchy because of the results of socialism, by the way.
Yeah, and actually, believe it or not, Somalia has, compared to Ethiopia, and others, Ethiopia and Sudan, I believe,
Yeah.
they have. Somalia has better education.
Yeah, it's growing gradually in the northern parts, I've heard.
Yeah, they have a lower poverty rate compared to Ethiopia.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lower poverty rate than Zimbabwe, which is a socialist communist country.
Yeah.
All right, so get to that part where he's talking about Norway, because I could debunk him in 2 seconds on that one. This is just too easy. Social Democrat, thank you for straw manning.
Wait.
No, go to the part where he's talking about Norway.
By the way, the US nationalists.
When he talks about Norway,
I think right after Somalia.
For years. Stat Oil, which is mostly publicly owned.
oh no, there you go.
All right, so I would like to say this to the idiots.
Wait.
Stat Oil, which is mostly publicly owned, is the most successful company, and more than 50% of Norway's workforce are members of trade unions. Social Democrats know how to use resources well. In Britain, Thatcher wasted North Sea oil revenue on tax cuts for wealthy.
All right, pause that. All right, so I'd like to say this to the retard. Norway is divesting away from North Sea oil. It has a severe lack of productivity outside the energy sector. It has no choice now but to reduce tax rates, and it was a social market economy. In other words, it is not a social democracy because there is no transition from capitalism to communism. Rather, what you are seeing is that now that Norway's North Sea oil is running dry, they have no choice but to lower tax rates and wave bye-bye to the big welfare state to usher in a more capitalist-based economy.
And here's the thing. Also, he says that Adolf Hitler or the Nazis were capitalism apparently because they didn't privatize. I mean, they didn't take away private property. But they call Norway and Sweden and Denmark socialist, but they have private property rights.
Exactly. And plus, as I was saying, Norway's North Sea oil is running dry. They have no choice but they have no choice but to lower tax rates and stuff. They're ushering in a more capitalist-based economy. Otherwise, where are they going to get their GDP from? High prices in the market signify scarcity, meaning that with extremely high cost of living in the market economy, they are going to have to reduce taxation. Stat Oil, which is 100% funded by those working in the private sector. After all, who do you think pays the wages of those working in the public sector? Means nothing. Why? Because I pointed out earlier, Norway's high GDP came off the back of being the fifth largest oil exporter. Wait, hold on. I forgot what I was saying right now. Exporter in Western Europe. That's nothing to boast about. With extremely high costs of living and severe lack of productivity outside of the energy sector, they're in big trouble, especially with a debt level their size. If you were to do what I did and Google Norway, and you can see how their debt clock is increasing. Lewis, go on your phone right now and show the Norway's debt.
I think I can go to my computer.
All right. And it's the most successful company because Norway for decades has been too heavily dependent on the energy sector. Take Koppenberg Automotive, who only have 5% of their workforce left in Norway. How can you be a successful private business in Norway when you're being taxed to death outside of the energy sector? High prices in the market signify scarcity. That translates that Norway outside of the energy sector has a severe lack of productivity. You can't be a success if you're being taxed to death. And excuse me, Social Democrats know how to resources well. Yeah, right. Yeah, Social Democrats know how to use resources well. North Sea oil is running dry at a debt level near trillion and extremely high cost of living outside of the energy sector with a severe lack of productivity. That's not using resources well, that's abusing resources for a short period of time. Thatcher sold off the oil industry to save Britain from hyperinflation that socialism drove the UK toward the brink of. So for this Muppet to say that is laughable. If you want to talk about waste, I shall ask you all about the wonderful Aral Sea, which used to be the 4th largest lake in the world.
Okay, here's the debt call.
Dude, look at that. The debt of Norway. So you
Yeah,
use Norway as an example.
When he talks about Margaret Thatcher, he starts saying that, oh, because massive unemployment. And again, you look at the graph, he decreased unemployment rate and saying, oh, he made a separate, like something. Even it's like, I forgot. Yeah, look at the debt.
Yeah, look at that. So you bringing up Norway was a bad idea, buddy.
Wait, what's the KR mean? Does that mean trillion?
Yup.
I think they're more in debt than the U.S. I believe it's only 20 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
But Norway is not. It's 958 trillion.
Yep. And look how it's increasing as you and me are speaking right now. So it was a bad idea for Social Democrat to bring up Norway. Too bad, buddy.
Yeah. And now look now. I want to tell them about free market Australia. It's a free market.
Yeah, he refuses to leave there because of hypocrisy.
Yeah, he should go to Venezuela. But do you know there's still private property in Venezuela?
Exactly, and there's still private sectors because somebody needs to fund the public sectors. Who else is going to do that?
Yeah, and they start saying, "Oh, that's was not communist because you take away private property." Oh, but I support Venezuela. That's what they want.
And there's private property in Norway and all these other countries that Social Democrat mentioned.
Oh, then they got it. Wait, let me
All right.
I'm trying to. Wait, coming back.
All right. Oh, by the way, since you also brought up corporatism is a collectivist ideology. It is not a form of capitalism because collectivism is another word for socialism. It is like basically ignoring the fact that the earth is round. The word capital is antonymous to the word collectivism. Corporatism involves central planning. Added to this, not once has there ever been a monopoly to ever form under a capitalist system, blowing that myth apart to pieces.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So what we're going to show?
Let me show you the video.
The mind of the apologists.
I already debunked that part, so we'll move on to his next point, where he starts after he's done talking about corporatism.
This is an example of how business is in bed with the government makes it.
Jewish property does has owning capitalists.
Who was helping? He was captured by us and handed over to the American authorities in 1946 for trial. 12 years in prison and
Oh wait, Louis, can you pause that so I can say something?
Yeah.
All right, so you know how throughout his whole video, it's him saying that Nazis are pro-capitalist. Let me show Social Democrat the picture of Joseph Goebbels, the one I'm about to send you right now on Facebook. Make sure Social Democrat sees that. It's what he wrote in his diary himself, Joseph Goebbels. Right here, look at that. Joseph Goebbels wrote in his diary around the 1920s, "It would be better for us to go down with Bolshevism than live in eternal slavery under capitalism." Show the whole thing, like, because right now you could only, right there. "It would be better for us to go down with Bolshevism than live in eternal slavery under capitalism." Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi.
Yeah, read it. Read it right there.
See, that already debunks all your claims. And now, I'm gonna go on that video that you made to Social Democrat, the one where he denies the crimes of communism, and show the part of George Bernard Shaw.
Oh wait.
Let me get off of Facebook right now because right now you can hear the notifications.
Wait. Yeah. I'll eat later.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I tell you what I want to eat.
By the way, just so I could tell my audience who George Bernard Shaw is, I'm sure most of you guys know. He's a founder of the Fabian Society, a socialist. He also supported Joseph Stalin. But what's interesting is that he's a socialist that supported Stalin and Mussolini and Hitler. It's on your channel.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking for the picture.
Oh, it's towards that part, you know, where you said you think Hitler was a capitalist. Think again.
Here we go. The one with Mussolini?
Yeah, the one where George Bernard Shaw calls Mussolini a socialist and admits that that Mussolini is a socialist.
The one with my video. Okay, I want to Hey, you want me to show the Heinrich Himmler quote?
Yeah, the one where he admits. Yeah, show that one.
Heinrich Himmler.
Heinrich Himmler is to Adolf Hitler what Che Guevara is to Fidel Castro. Hold on. Go a little back so that way we could see the whole thing and I could read it. All right, so it says, hold up, it's a little bit blurry, but can you read it? Hold up. It's kind of blurry.
It's in the course of history, period of capitalism and socialism alternate with one another. Capitalism is the unnatural. Socialism is the national economic system the National Socialists and the Red Front have the same aspirations.
So he's saying that the Red Front, the communists, the Red Front
He's saying that
have the same aspirations to destroy capitalism, right?
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. And then right after that, it's George Bernard Shaw, which I was about to talk about. It says,
Oh, wait.
socialists should be delighted to find at last a socialist who speaks and thinks as responsible as his rulers do. George Bernard Shaw on fascist kingpin Benito Mussolini. Yup. A socialist called another socialist a socialist.
Yeah. Benito Mussolini.
Plus, Benito Mussolini was a capitalist before I mean, not capitalist, a socialist before he made his own branch of socialism.
Fascism.
Remember, that fascist that we spoke to, not the one from Facebook, but it's just I don't want to say his name because then they're gonna start harassing him. He used to be a fascist. Well, he says. Remember that Mussolini and his friends said that hold on, what was I gonna say again? That capitalism was strangling the Italians, and then they shot a bunch of CEOs.
No, well, he says that. No, he was like during World War II. It was a company that made planes and tanks or whatever. And the company refused to work with Benito Mussolini. And then Mussolini. What you are?
So that Mussolini did what?
Yeah. Okay.
I continue your statement.
So Mussolini sent troops from guys with guns to the CEO's office and take them outside. And then Mussolini said in his own words, capitalism was threatening you, and then shot.
Exactly. And in fact, if you look this up, it's all over the internet anyway. Mussolini's original plan, along with all the fascists, was to overthrow the liberal democracy and capitalism in Italy.
Yeah.
And look, you know how he continues to argue in that video that that the Nazis and them privatized the industries and shit like that. So like, how can it be your business when the Nazi government was completely regulating all the private industry and controlling ownership? So pretty much,
give me one example of a company. Because they nationalized healthcare in Austria.
Well, here's the thing: healthcare I heard was nationalized before, but either way, it's even in the 25 points of National Socialism. They would have done it a long time ago.
It was not in Austria.
Oh yeah, true.
And then he nationalized it there.
Yep. And plus, how can it be your business when the Nazi government completely controlled all means of production? They completely controlled private industry via government regulation. How can it be your business when the government is the one who regulates what you can produce, how much you can produce, what machinery your workers can use, how many hours they can work, how much they get paid, and so on. And who can work in that job too?
And I noticed that in his video, he said that Margaret Thatcher's Britain and Ronald Reagan's America were corporatists. No, they were a free market.
Exactly. Corporatism is pretty much when the government regulates the private businesses. I said in my previous video, because communists, they take anything you say out of context because they're retarded and they don't understand anything. But
and then I want to go back to Somalia. And he said he compares Venezuela to Somalia, which is ridiculous. Like this, you can't compare a country that is dealing with civil war with a country that's dealing with food shortages. But it's not
Show him the video, the one that I uploaded last night, the one with the food situation in Venezuela.
No, you said show them the check in the description.
All right, I could probably put it in the description.
But also, I'm going to point out this video here. Oh, wait, I'm going. Yeah, that's it.
It's an anarchist.
Wait,
It's an anarchist.
Wait, I want you to listen here very carefully. Here, listen to how he pronounced Chavez.
Capitalists, which are profiteering from organization. They were not imagined. Using your logic, the Nazi capitalists were seizing Soviet factories. The factories were being
He was captured by
bandits. And when you claim
Trying to find the part. Okay, here we go. Now listen carefully, don't talk.
the countries you mentioned all have higher living standards and free markets on offer. According to the World Bank, Hugo Chavez.
You see, he says Hugo Chavez. It's Chavez, not Chavez. Chavez.
Yeah, exactly.
Chavez.
But like we said earlier, he compared a country that's in a civil war to a country that's not in a conflict. What a retard.
Yeah, it's not Chavez. It's not Chavez. It's Chavez. It's simple.
Exactly.
Why he's so.
Wait,
That's
can I throw
exactly
something in SocialDemocrat01's face right now before we go on to your part?
I think I want to go to eat, so I think you have to start by yourself.
Wait, hold up. Go on Vladivostok's videos quick right now.
Vladivostok?
Like, remember the one that he made saying that Vladivostok was exposed as being a fascist?
I think I have to go eat. I think you can go with audio.
All right. So remember how he blamed the embargo on the Allende government?
Wait, who's that?
It's me.
Wait, who's that? I know that's you, but it's a third person.
There's no third person in here. It's just you and me.
No, it's like a blue like. Wait, let me show you.
Oh, that's because it's because my internet, since it's a bit fucked up, it's right now like not showing. It's right now not showing my face.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like the avatar. So yeah, but look, remember how in that video he says that that supposedly like it was all the embargo's fault that Allende's government was so messed up.
Yeah.
But look, first we have to explain what an embargo is. So an embargo is an official ban on trade, which means that they're not going to trade. Whereas they're not going to trade with the Allende government. So by him using the embargo as an excuse, he actually admit that capitalism helps people, because all trade is capitalism. All trade is capitalism. Capitalism is it's even in the definition. But capitalism is a voluntary exchange in the marketplace. When you go to pay for something over by voluntarism, you're enacting in capitalism. Capitalism, voluntarism, trade in the marketplace. All trade is capitalism. Trade tells you that another individual or country owns something you don't have. Thus, you exchange. Socialism doesn't seek that. Socialism seeks to abolish all individualism and tries to create equal sharing.
Yeah, I have to go now.
All right. Hell, if you watched Jason Unruh's video, Why Those in the Twin Towers Deserved It, he literally said that he hated trade. All right, guys, we're done here because Lewis already talked to him in the comments about what he said about Lewis supporting Franco. Even though the video didn't show anything about supporting Franco, the video was just talking about the human atrocities that were done by the communists as well. Well, we admit that Franco's regime also did bad stuff, so did the communists. All right, peace.